Buddy Peter Gilmore here on this late Friday night. The weekend is here, ladies and gentlemen. On this late Friday night, back at you again with my, once again, second video. Been doing 2 videos a night, almost every night this week, but more the merrier. But second video of the night, my final video of the night, this time on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are in my pants, down in the description box below. And as always, find me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet. That means worldwide. Gotta pick up Andre Kobil. So, share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all just so you never, ever we won't ever miss an upload. And that's all you gotta do. So do it now. That's it. If this is your first time watching, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the ride. And welcome to the party, pal. So, hope you enjoyed the videos. If you like it, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to this channel, my other channels as well. Show me your love and support. And hit that bell to get notified when I do a video. And hopefully get notified. If not, then blame YouTube. But you know that already. Alright, I'm not feeling great right now. You can tell I'm a little bit congested. Hopefully I don't have COVID, but I thought it went out. Well, I did go out to get food this afternoon. There was a lot of people in the store, the place I went to. So, hopefully I don't have anything. I think it's just the weather because it's right now it's 62 degrees, foggy. It's foggy as fuck outside, and tomorrow's gonna be like 90. Ooh boy, no wonder I got a headache. Either that is the weather, or me screaming up a storm with the fucking New York Rangers tonight, and the whole thing that happened on Smackdown with Sasha Banks and Naomi getting suspended indefinitely, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Speaking of that, Sasha and Naomi, check out my latest rant on the PG Rants channel, where I talk about Sasha and Naomi getting suspended and them doing a fucking tournament for the women's tag team belts. Then a little bit of a live reaction to the Usos unifying the tag team belts. So check it out. Link will be down below in the gobbledygook down below. Or you can just hit my PG Rants channel. It's up right now, so do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. But it is what it is. Like I said, I feel like crap. So I'm gonna try to get through this video pretty quickly. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. Maybe I'll go. Let's see how it goes. Maybe I'll go another a half hour to an hour. Depends how I feel. But and as long as people come in, I know it's 12:30 at night. Most of you are getting ready for the weekend. If you're in the Northeast, you're getting ready for a hot, steamy weekend. If you're in Denver, Colorado, you're digging out from a snowstorm. Yeah, as of right now, May 21st, and still snowing in Colorado. So that's why the Met game got canceled today. Probably be canceled tomorrow because it's supposed to snow again in Denver. They're supposed to have a split doubleheader tomorrow. First game's at 3:10, and then the second game's at 8:40, I believe. So I don't know if the Mets are gonna play tomorrow. I don't know. Sunday's forecast is probably cold as fuck, but so if they don't play tomorrow, they're most likely playing either probably a straight doubleheader on Sunday, and then the Mets go to San Francisco pretty damn late at night, even though it's like an hour or two plane ride from Denver to San Fran. So we'll see what happens with that. I think the Yankees got canceled too because it was pouring cats and dogs like around between 5 and 6 o'clock. 5 and 6 o'clock was pouring over here in the Northeast. So I don't know if they actually canceled the game. They're gonna play maybe 2 tomorrow or 2 on Sunday. I personally don't care. Fuck the Yankees. And that's it. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening on this Friday night. Besides Rampage and Smackdown, we have Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. New York Rangers against the Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina won Game 1 in overtime, 2-1. Tonight, the Rangers came out flat, as always. Spending too much goddamn time in the defensive zone. In their own zone, and every time they get into the offensive zone, they just like dump it in, turn it over, they're going back on defense. They couldn't get one single solitary good shot off tonight. And they couldn't get nothing on the power play. All they do is pass. Blah, blah, blah. So, Carolina scored in the second period off a shorthanded goal off a really bad turnover by the bread man, Army Panarin. And freaking Twitter is just lining him up tonight. They're like, oh, he sucks. He's having a bad season. What do you want me to do? He had the game winner in game 7 of the Eastern Conference Eastern quarterfinals a couple of days ago. And you're already giving him agita. Come on, fake ass Ranger fans. But it is what it is. So yeah, it was 1-0, and then the Rangers couldn't get anything, and then Coach Gerard Gallant pulls Igor with 2.5 minutes left. I thought that was a stupid idea. I would have pulled the goalie with 1:15, minute and a half, not 2.5 minutes. You could have got a goal, and who knows? You're gonna get a goal with like a minute left, and then I don't know. I don't know Gerard Gallante's freaking what he was thinking but anyway, long story short, the Carolina got a empty net goal, and they win by the same margin as their lead in the Eastern Conference semifinals, 2-0. So Carolina sweeps the 2-game series at home, and now Game 3, which is going to be a huge game for the Rangers at home at the Mecca of all arenas, Madison Square Garden, Sunday afternoon at, I believe it's 3 or 3:30. I still don't understand. Why is it on ESPN? ESPN is horrible at hockey. Their freaking commentators are so boring. They're so boring. They couldn't have, and please, for the love of God, when you do hockey games, can you get the freaking players' names right? What these fucking commentators like, Micah Zabili. You couldn't even pronounce Zibanejad's name. I'm like, what the fuck? Who are these guys? Will they get them off the streets? Or from a college radio station? I mean, it was boring. I had to freaking mute the fucking TV, man. And it would have been better with Sam Rosen and Joe Micheletti. I mean, come on. Why is MSG not doing this? They did in the first round. Why didn't they do it in the second round? I don't understand what MSG's thinking was, not having Sam Rosen and Joe Micheletti do what they did in the quarterfinals and broadcast the games on MSG. I'm like, what the hell? It's the Rangers. It's not like the Yankees are in the playoffs. Oh, we're going to put them on Yes. Or the Mets are going, they're in the playoffs. We're going to put them on SNY. I want to hear Gary, Keith, and Ron in the playoffs. I don't want to hear Joe Buck and company. Get the fuck out of here. All those whatever idiots are there, like, A-Rod and company. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I want to hear real commentators. It is what it is. So yeah, the Rangers go coming home disappointed. They really should have split the series, but now they're down 2-0. Game 3 Sunday, like I said, at the Garden. Hopefully the Garden will be rocking with those New York, those crazy fucks, those New York Ranger fans. I think, Ranger fans, I know you're watching at home. We need to really rock the Garden on Sunday. We really need to rock the Garden on Sunday. Because if the Rangers go down 3-0, it's over. There is no way in hell that the Rangers are going to pull off another miracle and come back from a 3-0 deficit and take game 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's no way. They may win game. If they lose game 3, if they win game 4, that's fine. But they're not going to win in Carolina. They're not going to win 2 in Carolina. Game 5 and game 7. There is no way. And a possible game 6 too. But I'm not losing hope yet. If they lose on Sunday, then I lost all hope. I mean, if they win game 4, I'm like, all right. Can they pull another magic trick? I don't think so. But this Carolina team is always fucking pesky with them. If you follow the bubble series, the bubble playoff series went during the pandemic era, Carolina took the Rangers to school. Beat them 4 straight in Ottawa. Because they didn't play in Carolina during the pandemic. They played in, I think, Ottawa, Toronto, or wherever they played. But it is what it is, and we'll see what happens on Sunday afternoon on ESPN. It is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So I was kind of pissed off tonight with the Rangers. I was even more pissed off with wrestling tonight, especially with Smackdown. With the announcement that what happened with Sasha and Naomi getting suspended, and now there's going to be a tournament for no. I don't understand why. Because if the team that I thought was going to beat Sasha and Naomi, which was Shayna Baszler and Natalya, they win the tournament, I'm like, what do you need a tournament for? And who's going to be in this tournament besides Shayna Baszler and Natalya, and Doudrop and Nikki Ashhole, and probably Selena Vega and Carmella? Who else are you going to have in the tournament? Oh, let's put Shotzi and Leah together. They're on Smackdown. They're not doing nothing. Let's put them together. Morons at WWE. That's why they're uncreative about being creative. And you wonder why people want to leave. Or taking leaves of absence. Right there, Steph? Hi, Steph. Right there, Roman? I'm going to leave. I'm taking a leave of absence. I'm just getting out of here. I'm going to go get married. I'm going to do this and that. I don't want to work here anymore. And now the news with Sasha and Naomi's contracts are going to be expiring pretty damn soon. You know what that means? Tony Khan's just waiting for the day that Sasha Banks' contract expires at midnight. Was right at the day after, like 11:59 and 59 seconds, the day that Sasha Banks' contract expires. You know what Tony Khan's going to be doing? Mercedes, can you be down at Dynamite this Wednesday night? Yeah, we'll get a car for you. Yeah, we'll see you there. Click. Sasha Banks on Dynamite. Not anytime soon. I'm just saying, I don't know when her contract ends. But still, the same thing with Naomi. Unless Naomi's gonna like say, you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't really mean to leave. You know, I was just sticking up for my friend. You know. And it kind of sucks because I thought Naomi would have turned heel on Sasha and joined the Bloodline with her husband Jimmy, who was being supportive. I'm happy about that. But if Naomi doesn't come back, where does she go? Where would you have Naomi? Does she stay home? I don't think Naomi's gonna stay home and be with the kids and everything. Not kids with Jimmy. I don't think Jimmy and Naomi even have kids together. I think Naomi has kids from a prior relationship. I could be wrong. And but we'll see. If Naomi does leave and go somewhere else, I would probably put him in Impact. Same thing with Sasha. I wouldn't be surprised if if she continues wrestling channel, because no, she's gonna start doing Hollywood stuff. But if she continues wrestling, which she will, probably go to Impact or AEW, maybe go back to Japan and go to Stardom. I don't think she's not gonna go to Joshi. But she'll probably go to Stardom and hang out with Kyrie. Because Kyrie's in Stardom. partly Joshi, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with, well, can't call her Sasha Banks anymore. You got to call her Mercedes VK now. Or Mercedes Venado, that's her real name. So, if Sasha goes to AEW, she's going to be called Mercedes Venado unless she actually picks a different name or goes back to her indie name, Mercedes VK. As far as Naomi goes, I would think she'll go to her real name, Trinity Fatu. But we'll see. We'll see in the next couple months or so. But anyway, that's pretty much it. So my rant about Sasha and Naomi getting suspended and then this fucking tournament starting, link will be in the description box after the video is edited up. Or if I fall asleep, because I'm about to fall asleep. I am dead tired. My head is pounding like crazy. I might throw up. Probably throwing up. I felt like throwing up doing hearing that stupid tournament being announced. But let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time. Alright, so on this foggy, it's chilly, 61, but it's gonna be like rising like my dick in your mama's ass tomorrow. 80 is where one app said 83, another one says 93. It's gonna be hot tomorrow, this weekend. So get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready if you're in the Northeast. Go to the beach tomorrow. I would, but I got things to do tomorrow. I got some yard work to finish, so I'll be doing that. And then maybe I'll go out with a couple of my friends tomorrow, but we'll see. But anyway, on this late Friday night, May the 20th, 2022, or if you're now watching from somewhere else, it's May the 21st, 2022. We're getting closer and closer to Memorial Day weekend, the unofficial start of summer. So, and I'm looking at the long-range forecast for Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be cloudy in the Northeast, but it's going to be warm. So it's going to be around 80, which is not bad, but cloudy, not a great beach day. Or beach weekend, I should say, but I'm going to make the most of it. And that's it. So on this Friday night, May the 20th, 2022, or May the 21st, 2022, whenever you're watching this video, it is time for your late night Smackdown and AEW Rampage review for May the 20th, 2022. All right. So it was a pretty interesting night of action, like I said, with both shows. Rampage being on at 7 p.m. tonight because of the stupid basketball playoffs. But thankfully, they're in the basketball playoffs are in the Eastern and Western Finals. So Rampage will be back on its regularly scheduled time in 2 weeks. So Friday night, we can stay up late and watch Rampage. And next week, Rampage is live from Vegas. And it's regular, I think it's, Rampage is live next week on its regularly scheduled time at 10 p.m. It's on TNT. Unless there's a game on next Friday. I don't know why there would be a game next Friday. Why would you freaking change times for Rampage? It's in Vegas. Why would you put it at 7 o'clock? Gonna have a show in Vegas at 4 o'clock? At the Mandalay Bay or whatever they're gonna be in Vegas? No. Keep it at 10. It's gonna be 7 o'clock in Vegas live anyway, so there probably will be no change. There's something that comes up right before then or something like that, but I doubt that. So yeah, Rampage and Dynamite live in Vegas next week, along with Double or Nothing in Vegas. Yeah, am I again? I'm lagging, Lauren, or is it just you? It's not. I don't think it's me because I have the stream actually on my computer and I don't see a lag. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's just you. Maybe it's just the goddamn internet. I don't know. What is? Lauren, the Tribal Queen, is here, and that's up. That's good. All right, so we'll move on. Lauren, I hope you had a great day, and I hope you have a great weekend. Even though you're pissed like me about the whole Sasha and Naomi thing, but we'll get to that in a minute. let's get to Rampage. Like I said, Rampage was taped again with the special start time of 7 p.m. So we'll see what happens with that. Last week got 340,000 views. And now it's at 7 o'clock. And it may go up a little bit, but we'll see. But still, I think Rampage was pretty good. Both shows, I think, were pretty damn good. You know, Smackdown was kind of bleh until the end. Because I think the unification match was great. The ending was great. I think it saved the show from utter garbage. That's what happens when you have Roman to end the show. But it is what it is. Alright, let's start off with Rampage. Because I feel like talking about Rampage first, because Rampage is the better show. Anyway, alright, so Rampage was emanated once again from the Fertitta Arena. Well, I can't even say this fucking arena. The Fertitta Arena? Fertitta? Taco, tomato. Tomato. I don't know. Let's all have fun. Okay. From the Fertitta Center in Houston, Texas. I wonder if that's near, where, the good Prince lives. Even though I think he lives in Dallas. So, it is what it is. Anyway, so, once again from Houston, Texas, and our commentary team, once again, this week, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, Le Champion, the Wizard himself, Chris Jericho, the FTW champion, Ricky Starks, who's supposedly the nephew of Issa, the Demon Diva, by the way, big ups to Issa, and the man from Red Hook Brother, Taz, Red Hook Brother. Oh, sorry. Alright, so that's that. Alright. We are 1 week away from Double or Nothing. So, kind of formulating more matches, more hype. There's some of the matches, not all of them. But we got a new match announced on Rampage. And that is, I'll talk about that in a second. Alright, so let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time than I really wasted. Damn it. Anyway, match number 1. We had a 6-man tag team match. We had the Dark Order of, well, I thought it was Preston and Alan Angels number 5, but it was Evil Uno and Preston teaming up with the man who can't seem to get out of the House of Black's business, and that's Fuego del Sol, Mr. Jobber himself. Yeah, they're taking on the House of Black, Brody King, Malachi Black, and our good buddy, Buddy Matthews. I mean, what is going on with the House of Black? Why do they even have this match? I know it's supposed to be a tune-up for, what they're gonna have at Double or Nothing with Death Triangle. I just don't feel like this House of Black storyline, not the storyline, this House of Black faction that Malachi has with Brody King, you know, his tag team partner in PWG, still the PWG tag team champions, by the way. And now he brings in Buddy Matthews. He doesn't have a goddamn singles match in AEW, unless I missed it on Dark and Elevation. They're not getting any hype. They got no hype. And this whole feud with Death Triangle, you know, Pentagon Zero, Ray Phoenix, and that bastard Pac, I don't feel it has any oomph to it. So if I would probably, if they do have the match, I'd put it on the pre-show, on the buy-in. Because if it goes on the main show, I don't think anybody's gonna really care about it that much. It might be good, you know, Ray Phoenix is back in the ring after his arm injury, that sick arm injury he had. But doesn't like say like, oh, 4 or 5 stars. No. But it is what it is. Anyway, starts off with Malachi having no time for Evil Uno. Who doesn't these days? So Fuego del Sol comes in, gets taken out into a knee bar. Buddy Matthews comes in, stomps away at Fuego. Fuego gets over to Evil Uno to pick up the pace. Did I miss something? No, oh yeah, I forgot to write it down. There's a point in the match where Buddy Matthews makes fun of Pentagon and goes and snaps Fuego's arm in half. Blah 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 blah. But Fuego somehow gets the hot tag to Evil Uno. Not that it did anything. Malachi tags himself back in. The house cleans house. Hey, that rhymes. House cleans house. Okay. We go to break. We come back, and Preston comes in and cleans house for his team. Goes for the Phil Nelson and couldn't get it on. And then everybody's in the ring. Evil Uno gets to kick Brody King in the face over and over and over again. But a kick to his face by Brody sets up the Gonzo Bomb. No, not Gonzo from the Muppet Show. spelled differently. G-A-N-S-O, not G-O-N-Z-O. Not Enzo. Well, you know what I mean. Here's the Gonzo Bomb. 1, 2, 3, the House of Black. Pick up the win. Because the house always wins. Just like the prophecy. But I digress. Alright, so almost a 9.5 minute boring suckfest. But still, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. After the match, Death Triangle comes out. All of them. Well, you know, even Alex Abrahantes came out. They come out and they unveil a House of Black tombstone. Tombstone with Double or Nothing included on it. Yeah, thank God this feud is going to end at Double or Nothing. It is what it is. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. Hey, Malachi Black, what do you like on your tombstone? Pepperoni and sausage. Move on from there. But yeah, I said 3 out of 5 stars. I will move on from it. Let me move on. Alright, then we get an update on Anthony Bowens from our good friends at The Acclaim, you know, Max Caster, and Anthony Bowens, you know, they like to, you know, not like that, you know, they scissor each other. But anyway, we find out that Anthony Bowens was injured on, I believe it was Elevation. He got some, I think he hurt his knee. So he's going to be out of action for a while. And then we hear from the Gun Club, even Billy Assman Gunn. He's an asshole! Bam, bam. Well, he's an asshole, because he's Billy Gunn and the Ass Boys. Okay. So, the Gun Club promised a reunion when Anthony Bowens is medically cleared to wrestle again, which will probably be in like a couple of months. Those knee injuries are no joke. I should know. I had one myself, and I was out for 4 to 6 months. Back in the day. Way back in the day. Way back in the day. In the annals of time. Back when I was in high school. Many moons ago. So, you know, wish Anthony Bowens a speedy recovery, and see what happens with that. Alright, then we get an interview with Tony Baloney. Schiavone. He's with FTR, the Ring of Honor and the Ring of Honor and Triple A Tag Team Champions. Talk about their match with Roppongi Vice. They accept the match for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles, which will happen this Wednesday night in Vegas. That's gonna be pretty nice. So they mentioned that, it's like, oh, we're gonna kick your ass, blah blah blah. And then they go, oh yeah, we want the IWGP Tag Team titles too. So they're going to Japan pretty soon. Well, they'll be on Strong. I don't think they're going actually to Japan. You know, probably be appearing at the next New Japan show in Los Angeles. I think it's in Los Angeles. Yeah, they have a show right before, when is it? I think it's coming up. I think it's June or July. I thought. titles. They won everything. WWE Tag Team titles, Smackdown and Raw, NXT Tag Team Champions, AAA Tag Team Champions, the AEW Tag Team Champions, Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, and pretty soon the IWGP Tag Team Champions. Heavyweight division. I don't think they're going to go for the Junior Tag Team belts. It's a little bit low on their card, but you never know. FTR is trying to pull a Young Bucks / Hardy Boys, winning all the belts. The Expedition of Gold, yes. Broken Man Hardy, All right, so we'll see what happens on Wednesday night with FTR defending the Ring of Honor Tag Team belts for the second time against Roppongi Vice. And we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, match number 2, Shawn Spears, the chairman of the board, in a ridiculous squash match. 98-second squash match against the debuting Killian Dane, or he went back to his indie name in Ireland and the UK, Big Damo. I don't know. I think Excalibur or someone, I think it was Taz or Jericho, that it was Big Damo. I think it's Big Damo. Or Big Damo. But anyway, Killian Dane debuted on in AEW and proceeded to get jobbed. He did the job in 98 seconds. But this is like a one-time thing. I don't think Tony's gonna sign Big Damo. Killian Dane. What are you gonna do with him? Yeah, let's put him on Dark and Elevation. We won't see him about once a week. Not even once a week. We're just saying, like, hey, he's on Dark and Elevation. Dark or Elevation. Hey, he's there. He's not there. He's there. He's back in the UK. But anyway, Spears, Damo got a little bit of offense in, took Spears down, starts hammering on the inside of the ring. He goes for the Vader Bomb and missed. Then Spears hit the running knee, surprisingly picked up Big Damo. Then he screams, Wardlow! Then he hits a C4, 1, 2, 3. Ridiculous fucking squash match. Just to set up Spears versus Wardlow in a cage with MJF as a ref. You know who's winning that. But it is what it is. I thought it was just ridiculous to have Killian Dane debut and then just get squashed. Kind of felt like John Morrison on Dynamite. But at least his match wasn't a squash match with Samoa Joe. Actually did something. And came this close to beating Joe, too. But, it's not a one-time... I don't think it's going to be a one-time thing with John Morrison. Oh, sorry, Johnny Elite. I think he'll probably be a Double or Nothing. He should be a Double or Nothing, be in the Casino Battle Royale match. But we'll see. And that's pretty much it. So I gave you the Shawn Spears match 2.5 out of 5 stars. I just shouldn't have beat him in 98 seconds, but it is what it is. Alright, then we go to the back with the Brandon Cutler cam. And he actually did it right this time there, Brandon. And we're back. Sorry about that. Eventually I will get that fixed, eventually, when I'm not too lazy to get a new router. But it is what it is. Alright, so we had the Undisputed Elite of Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly, Auto Parts, and Bobby Fishsticks, along with the Young Bucks. Matt, Nick Jackson, and our good friend, yours and mine, say it with me now, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Cole, baby! Without the belch. But, yeah, they're there, and Adam's talking about, things that happens, like, we had a great week, I was like, I didn't have to lay a finger, I didn't have to do a thing, I beat Jeff Hardy, blah, 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 with help, of course, by Kyle. Then, speaking of Kyle, he praises Kyle, and, Kyle's like, he beat Ray Phoenix, blah, 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 he goes on to the semis, we'll face Samoa Joe. That should be pretty damn good. We'll see what happens with that. So they tease an Adam Cole Kyle O'Reilly finals in Vegas. And Kyle's like, you know, you're my best friend, you know, you're a great competitor, and it'll be an honor to face you in the finals. You know, he's lying. So, they tease a finger poke of doom finals, you know, like, oh, Kyle's gonna hit, or Adam Cole's gonna go. Kyle will lay down, but you know it's not, I doubt that's gonna happen. You think Kyle is gonna actually, let's be real here. So they tease that once they get to the fight, or we can do it. They could actually do it seriously, which works both of them. I think that would be a great final. We see Kyle and Adam for like years. Great match galore, especially in NXT. Do you know what I mean? Then the Young Bucks get into the potty cow, and they say, "Hey, Hardy Boys, I guess I hear you got you don't have a date for Double or Nothing. Well, how about we challenge you to see who is the greatest tag team of space and time?" I think it was Mac Jackson is like, "Hey, you're the tag team of the 2000s. We're the tag team of the 2010s and 20s. Let's settle this at Double or Nothing." I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah!" But that was already announced, so. That was already it was already announced online anyway, so it is what it is. But I can't wait for that Bucks Hardys part 6,000. I mean, how many times have we seen the Bucks and the Hardys? Especially in Ring of Honor. All those years, few years, and we saw the last time we actually saw the Bucks and the Hardys go at it was, I believe, Manhattan Mayhem. What number was that? 7? Which I was supposed to go to that one. I couldn't. I got tickets late. I couldn't go because the tickets were all sold out by the time I got there. That sucked. Yeah, that's the last time the Hardys and the Bucks, I believe, actually fought. Was oh no, maybe I think it was after that actually. They debuted in Manhattan Mayhem 7, and then they had that ladder match. Remember? So, they fought before in Ring of Honor, but this is their first time, I believe it's the first time in AEW, so we should see what happens with that. I personally think the Hardys are going to win. I just have a feeling the Hardys are going to win. I mean, it doesn't really hurt both teams. I like both teams, but I like the Bucks more than the Hardys, but should be a great match. I think it'll probably be a 5-star match. Well, we'll see. Let me move on. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, match number 3, the final match in the first round of the Women's Owen Hart Tournament. We had Red Velvet, part of the baddies, and from your mama's kitchen, she comes out with Kiera Hogan, the Woman on Fire, and the TBS champion herself, that Big Show, Jade Cargill, and yeah, Mark Sterling coming out too. Who cares about Mark Sterling? She takes on the former Resident Alien herself, Chris Statlander, who replaced Hikaru Shida because Hikaru Shida hurt her leg. That sucks. So we had Ruby Soho on commentary, and Jericho's talking about like, hey, every time Eddie Kingston's around, you're there with him. It's like you mess with me, I'll throw a fireball in the face. I'm the wizard. And Ruby's like, can we get this over with? You're sitting next to the goat there, Ruby. I mean, Heather. Heidi. I mean, not Heather. Heidi Lovelace. You're sitting next to a goat. The goat, I should say. Not a goat, but the goat. Anyway, the match was alright. Nothing great. Statlander starts fast and furious with a one-arm gorilla press slam, because she can do that. Goes for a charge and missed, which allowed Red Velvet to tie her up in the ring skirt. As we go to break, we come back. Statlander takes her down, but gets caught with a final slice for a near fall. Statlander comes back, gets the ever-popular Blue Thunder Bomb, and you know, that never finishes a match. Gets a near fall to that. Then a wheelbarrow face plant by Red Velvet gets a near fall. They get back up. Statlander clotheslines Red Velvet down, but goes for the Big Bang Theory and can't hit it. So Red Velvet counters that into a 1905 roll-up, which is counted into a roll-up by Statlander. 1, 2, 3. Chris Statlander gets the win, and she will face off against Ruby Soho this Wednesday night in the semifinals of the women's tournament. On the other side, we got Britt Baker and who's she's facing? Who's Britt Baker? Oh, Toni Storm. I keep forgetting Toni Storm's in the fucking tournament. So that should be an interesting semifinals, and we'll see what the finals may bring. I still think it's going to be Britt Baker and Ruby Soho, but we'll see. We never know. All right, time to match, 7.5 minutes. Match was all right, so I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. After the match, the baddies come in and beat down Chris Statlander. And then Ruby Soho comes off commentary, tries for the save, and really gets beat down by Jade Cargill. Jade grabbed her hands like, bitch! That's it. Then, surprisingly, Anna Jay, part of the Dark Order. We haven't seen Anna Jay on TV in a long time, especially on Rampage or Dynamite. But Anna Jay comes out and grabs Mark Sterling's crutch and comes in, and then the baddies leave. So, guess what we're gonna get next week? A 6-woman tag team match. Yeah, at least we see Anna Jay finally in action on Dynamite or Rampage. But should probably take the pin, most likely. You know, I don't know. They should just break up the entire Dark Order. They're getting boring and pathetic right now. Basically, they're getting relegated to YouTube, Dark and Elevation, and on BTE. I mean, they have good segments on BTE, and that's basically it. But they're just a fucking laughing stock. Oy. Just break them all up, and I don't know what to do with them. That's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. Oh, my head hurts. Alright, so we move on from there. Alright, speaking of Mark Sterling, we see him again, but in a pre-taped promo, as we see him and Tony Nese training for their tag team match on the buy-in of Double or Nothing against Hookhausen. I will curse you. We all know who that is. Mr. Danhausen and Sudden for the Man, Hook. We see them training, easily training, like breaking a sweat. And that's that. There's a funny Danhausen video where he's talking to Hook. Hook's like in catering or something. And he's just sitting down eating chips, and then Mr. Danhausen's like, "Oi, Hook! You know, I see you eating chips." And he gives him another bag of chips. Like I think it was Cool Ranch Doritos, and Hook's like, chips. And he's like, "You go eat your chips. Mr. Danhausen will go do something very evil, very nice." This tag team is great, man. I can't wait to see them in action on next Sunday. Because you know they're going to beat Tony Nese and Mark Sterling. That's a given. Because Mark Sterling cannot wrestle for the life of him. Sorry there, Lauren. But I digress. Let me move on. And that's it. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go back to the ring with a really... This whole storyline is just ridiculous. It needs to end. The men of the year are there. Ethan Page, the TNT champion, Scorpio Sky, and that fat-faced dipshit himself, Dan Lambert. They're in the ring. They mock the end of the Inner Circle. Ouch. And then Jerry's like, "Ooh, that's a low blow." And then Scorpio Sky wants the TNT title back from Sammy Guevara. I don't even think they mentioned how he got the title. I might have missed it, but anyway. So he wants the TNT title back from Sammy Guevara. Then we see Sammy Guevara and his whore, Ty Conti. Sorry, Ty. But you know, I love you, but you know. Anyway, you know, I just can't stand Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti sometimes. I just can't. Makes me want to just, you know, it feels like it's Brad Maddox and Paige. What would have been Paige and Brad Maddox, so that was an actual on-screen thing, not backstage. Right there, Brad Maddox, you know about backstage, right? Paige, right? Well, but anyway. Oh yeah, so we see Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti. They're outside the parking lot, and they still want that mixed tag team match. And they say, "If we don't get it, we're gonna do something. You thought us naked with the TNT title was bad? Just wait what we do now. So they want the mixed tag team match, and idiot Dan Lambert's like, no, we're not. This ain't happening. So Sammy's like, all right, I'm just gonna bring up my little friend and not his dick. So he brings out the sledgehammer, puts the title on the ground, bam, 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 bam. Not bam, bam, you know what I mean? But he takes a sledgehammer and just smashes the TNT title to bits. He's like, oh, I got a friend who wants to say something to you too. So Frankie Kazarian comes in, and then he grabs a sledgehammer, and he's like, this is revenge for what happened last week, there, Scorpio Sky. Blah, blah, blah. Then he takes the fucking sledgehammer, bam, 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 smash the rest of it to bits. While Sammy and Ty Conti are basically making out. Yeah, why don't they just strip and just fuck right in front of Kaz? Ugh. Blech. Get a room. Well, actually, don't. Yeah, get a room in Timbuktu. But anyway, Kazarian promises more violence, like I said. And that's it. That ends the segment, and Scorpio Sky is livid. He's like, getting at Ethan Page and Dan Lambert's face, like, this is what you started, motherfucker. You know? Why is the storyline continuing? Is it gonna end? I hope it ends at Double or Nothing. I really hope. I'm getting bored. There is no TNT title division. That's sad. For the first person to held it, which was Cody, then it goes to a great man himself, Brody Lee. You great man you are. Then it goes to another good man, Miro. But where's Miro these days? Besides CJ Perry's pussy. Goes, me don't smash CJ Perry pussy. Yeah. Every time. Then it goes to Sammy. Then it goes back to Cody. Back to Sammy. Back to Cody. Back to Sammy. Scorpio Sky. Back to Sammy. Back to Scorpio. I don't know. I want this freaking feud to freaking end already. But you know it won't, because you know what's going to happen on Wednesday? They're going to actually make that mixed tag team match official for Double or Nothing. It'll be Sammy and Ty taking on, I would probably think Scorpio Sky, maybe. I really do. Because they're getting fucking boring. But they don't care. Get a room and get a camera. Oh, actually don't. We don't want to see the sex tape. Oh boy. And we're back. Sorry about that. I had to move the... I hate when it does that. I just hate it. It just ruins it for me. I can't... I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to move the router as best I can. I might have to I might have to call the freaking cable company, either get a new router or up my speed, which I really don't want to do. Because that's more money out of my pocket. And I want to save as much money because I don't want to... You know, I'm rich, bitch, but I'm not that rich. I'm richy rich. But it is what it is. So I gave all that 3 out of 5 stars, and it is what it is, and that's it. Okay, Lauren had some comments. We should do a watch party on Twitch for Double or Nothing. I may not be around next Sunday. I'll tell you the truth. I might not even be around for Double or Nothing. It depends what I'm doing on Memorial Day weekend. I don't know what I'm doing yet. It really depends on me, and depends on the missus too. Depends what we're going to be doing that weekend and going into June. Because we are going on vacation. We're just trying to finalize an actual date with the travel company. Because we can't go after Memorial Day weekend, or we can't book right now after Memorial Day week or on Memorial Day weekend, because that's the busiest fucking time of the year next to Christmas. And the prices are like more than my mortgage. So might book something after Memorial Day, probably that the first weekend of June. But I'm not sure yet, so But I am going on vacation pretty soon. But you will know when. And you ain't gonna do anything, so I care less. And that's it. But yeah, I would do it if I was home. Maybe I would do it even if Rosa was here and she wanted to watch TV. But that's the problem, you know. I would do it definitely. I would try to do it on Twitch through StreamYard. But then again, you know, I tried Twitch and I think it worked because Lauren was with me. But when I looked on my my Twitch page to look at the video, it wasn't even there. I'm like, what the hell? So I think going to Twitch might be a bad idea for me because I still don't know how to use it, and I barely even go on my Twitch account. So sorry, Lauren. I would do it on YouTube through StreamYard, but then again, you know, I have the problems with the fucking router and everything, and I don't want to, you know, have problems, and then everybody's like, oh, it's lagging, it's this and that. I can't do it over the phone because then I have to like get my cables and everything, and it's gonna be a mess. I mean, I would do it, but it's just a pain in the ass. One day I'll do it. One day we'll do something. We'll do a watch along for something. Maybe we'll do a watch along for Rampage one day. We'll see. One day, not in the near distant future. We'll do a watch along for Rampage from 10 to 11 on this channel. We'll do a watch along. Why not? And then we'll talk about Smackdown after. We could do that. I think we could do that one day. I guess I'll let you know when. But good idea there, Lauren. Not for Double or Nothing, but for a watch along for Rampage. And that's pretty much it. So we'll move on. But good idea. Alright, we'll move on from it. Alright, then we go to the back with our good buddy, the legendary Tony Baloney. And he has two women who are going to be fighting on Wednesday night in the semifinals, in the other semifinal match. We got the good doctor, Dr. Britt Baker. Say it with me now. G-M-G, Big A. And we have the lovely Tony Storm there. Britt mocks Tony Storm's record in big matches. I guess a shot about the Charlotte thing. When she left WWE or got released because she didn't want to get script on TV. She was supposed to get script. I guess script. You know what I mean? You show her boobies and stuff, or at least get script and she'll be in a bra. Oh, we can watch that on OnlyFans. But she got a pie to the face. Now that's the first time you had cream on your face, right there, Tony? But anyway, Britt mocks her record in big matches. And then Tony threatens to knock her teeth out, saying, hey, I'll be your DMD. Okay. So, we'll see what happens on Wednesday night on the program in Vegas. And that's it. So, I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get the usual Mark Henry pre-match promos from Dante Martin and Matt Sydal. And the Blackpool Combat Club of John Moxley and Bryan Danielson. Dante and Matt like the idea of peace, love, and pro wrestling. That's not going to be a hit song. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Woo-hoo. Okay. Now, big ups to my sweetheart. Love you, girl. Tiffany Talia Hale at the party. Because they covered that song on the Peace, Love, and Understanding album. Good cover, by the way, too. But God bless you, Tiffany Hale. That's all I can say about that. So that's that. And then the Blackpool Combat Club, like, man, we don't agree with that. And then that's it. And then Mark Henry's like, I think we've heard enough talk. It's time for the main event. All right, so we get that. Well, before that, we got what's coming up on next week's show and Dynamite. Then surprisingly, we hear from Jade Cargill, who is going to be facing Anna Jay at Double or Nothing, I assume, for the TBS title. Again? I don't understand that match. Why that match is even gonna happen? Why on I mean, didn't Jade beat Anna already? We're gonna get this again. I guess we're gonna see 31-0 Jade Cargill. There's no way Anna Jade's gonna beat Jade. No way. Unless I doubt it. No. I was gonna say Ruby and Chris Stanley might get involved. They could, but they make a big clusterfuck. You know, during the match with Kiera Hogan and Red Velvet getting involved, and then maybe Mark Sterling gets involved, and then maybe the Dark Order gets involved. It's a big clusterfuck. I just don't see Anna Jay being the one in 31-1, or 30-0, being the one in 30-1 to beat Jade Cargill and win the TBS title. There is no way in hell Anna Jay's winning. No way. So, yeah, Jade Cargill's going to retain at Double or Nothing, go to 31-1. I think it's just ridiculous. Why don't you just put that on freaking Rampage? Not the freaking pay-per-view. Well, at least put it on the buy-in so everybody's like, hey, we see this. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. We'll go to the bathroom. Sorry, I hate to say that, but, you know, it's what. Alright, then we go to the main event. The Blackpool Combat Club of Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley take on Dante Martin and Matt Sydal with Lord Steven Regal on commentary. Sitting next to Jericho. Anyway, starts out with the club jumping them to start the match. Moxley gets a near fall off a suplex on Dante. Danielson comes in and starts beating the crap out of Dante as Regal sings the praises of cauliflower faces. Dante avoids a charge, sends Moxley into the ring post. Ow. Gets the hot tag to Matt Sydal, picks up the pace a little bit as we go to break. We come back, Dante's cleaning house. Goes for the nosedive and missed. Danielson catches him on top with a butterfly superplex, then transitions right into the label lock. But Dante somehow reached the rope, so Danielson starts kicking away at his ribs. They go for a heart attack on the Heart Foundation. That gets broken up. And then everything breaks down, all 4 men in the ring. Sydal hits a Meteora on Danielson on the apron. Ow. But Bryan is up in time to save Moxley from the nosedive. Sorry, my allergies are acting up now. Which leaves Moxley to hit a power driver for a near fall. And then Danielson and Moxley, they both come in for the hard elbows. Bang, 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 hard elbow. Then Moxley finishes Dante off with the paradigm shift. 1, 2, 3. The Blackpool Combat Club stay undefeated. Time the match a little over 12 minutes. Match was alright. 3.25 out of 5 stars. That's it. After the match, the Jericho Appreciation Society come out. They beat down Danielson and Moxley. And then Santana Ortiz and I think Eddie Kingston come out to save them. And then the rest of the Jericho Appreciation Society come out. They have a big, humongous brawl. And that's where Jake Hager and Danielson were fighting on the apron. And then Bryan Danielson got hurt because he got his knee stuck in the ramp in the ring skirt. Ow! But hopefully it's not a big injury to Bryan and he can still compete at Double or Nothing. I'll just let him have the week off. But we'll see what happens with that. So that ends Rampage. And I gave Rampage a solid 6.5 out of 10 stars. Rampage hasn't been bad the last couple weeks if you think about it, even with that stupid time slots. But next week is live and in color in Vegas. Goes and Lolly, we go to Vegas. That's why I say Vegas from Perfect Strangers. Lolly Appleton. Bucky Batokamus. I come from Meatballs. Goes and Lolly, I'm so happy. We do the dance of joy. La 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 la. Hey, hey. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Wouldn't you love to see me do the dance of joy? I have to have Rosa do it with me. Oh wait, I do that in the bedroom. Ha! We'll move on from that. Alright, Lauren says Cesaro needs to come to AEW. Huh? Well, if they do the Casino Battle Royale, they have the Joker. I think because they do have a Joker. I wouldn't be surprised if Cesaro was the Joker. Or Gargano. It might be Gargano, I think, but it's either going to be Cesaro or Gargano. I don't think it could be anybody else that we didn't think of. So there you go. You want Cesaro in? Put him as a Joker in the Casino Battle Royale match. Or Gargano. But we'll see what happens with that. So like I said, 6.5 out of 10 stars for Rampage. And we'll see what happens next week on a live Dynamite and Rampage. Which is live next week at 10 p.m. And Dynamite as usual time at 8 p.m. on TBS. And Rampage on TNT at 10 p.m. live from Vegas. And we move on from there. Oh, my head is pounding. Oh, God. It's going to be hard to get through this. But I'm going to get through it anyway. Hopefully. But thank you all for sticking with me on this late night. It's 1:30 in the morning. So I'm going to finish this up. Take an aspirin. Take an Excedrin number 55. You would think it would be 69, right? No, not tonight. 60. It's 55 tonight, so. But anyway, let's get to Smackdown. Because I want to talk about a couple things. And that's it. There's no copyright. On Twitch, yeah, there's no. I think there's no copyright on Twitch. But I'm not gonna play the fucking video. I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna talk and look like this on my computer screen. Oh look, he did that. I'm not gonna play the audio. I'm not gonna get copyrighted by assholes. Those assholes, Susan and Tony Khan. No. It's not like I don't want to use Twitch. I just have a problem using it. That's why I did the test run with Lauren. We did it. I thought it came out great. We went about, an hour, I think? And then I wanted to edit it a little bit. And then I go on Twitch, it's not there. I'm like, what the hell? So I wasted an hour. But I do have a Twitch channel. I'm not going to tell you what it is, so the trolls can come over and freaking... It's like, oh, now we know your Twitch channel. Next time you go on Twitch, we're going to invade. Huh, that ain't going to work, because Twitch has stricter rules than this fucking website. But one day, maybe I'll go back on Twitch. One day. But it is what it is. Oh, yeah, we could ask Chase to do it. Yeah, we could do that. That's a good idea. I'll bring it up to him one day. Well, not on Sunday, because like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. Because if I'm home, and, with the missus, because obviously I'm not now, but if I'm home with the missus might be either sleeping, so I can only stay for a little bit. Because if she's sleeping, I could do, you and Chase can do it, and maybe get Nick involved, and get a couple other people involved, maybe Prince. We can do it on next Sunday, but, if the missus gets up, I have to leave, because, she's like, I gotta watch TV, I gotta watch my Netflix and Amazon Prime. Get off! So if I'm on the panel, then I gotta get off. But I can get on my phone and try to get on the chat via Twitch, but something's wrong. I don't know what's wrong, but I think it's just my internet connections, because every time I go on Twitch, it lags on me. It is what it is. God damn, it's hot in here. And I have the window open. Whew. I would take off my shirt, but I don't want to get if I take off my shirt right now, not only will the women get freaking cum in their pants, but I might get these trolls. These trolls are watching me from afar. They'll probably try to flag me for nudity. I mean, I've had my shirt off before in the summer, and I never got flagged for nudity before. But I don't want to do it right now, so I want to finish this up. But yeah, I'm gonna put up 61 in there. Why is it so hot in here? I have no idea. Maybe just me. Anyway, alright. So I get to Smackdown. which came your way from the Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids, Michigan. He's probably a hop, skipping jump from Detroit, Michigan, or Battle Creek, Michigan, where RVD and his lovely, hot, smoking wife, Katie Forbes, live, but I think now they live in Vegas. Sorry. But anyway, as always, our commentary team of Pat McAfee and Mitchell Cole tonight, and this is really marked as the big one for the Unified Tag Team titles. We had RK Bro taking on the Usos, we the ones, for the Unified Tag Team titles. That was going to be the main event, and we were going to see who unifies the belts. And that's basically it. So we get that. Alright, so we get the opening sequence. And we're live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So we start off the good way. We start with the Bloodline. They come out, the Usos. My name is Paul Heyman, and our good buddy, the Unified Champion himself, Mr. Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief. We must acknowledge him, Mr. Coldfist himself, Roman Reigns. Acknowledge me. So they come out, looking like $1 million. Michael Cole says, if the Usos unify the titles, it would establish the Bloodline as the greatest faction in WWE history. For once there, Cole, I agree with you. I agree with you on that one. But anyway, Roman gets in the ring, and the fans are going nuts because we the ones. You got to throw up those ones, ladies and gentlemen. You have to acknowledge that Tribal Chief. And, Issa acknowledging Roman in her own way, if you know what I mean. Oops. Sorry. No, I love Issa. Issa's cool. Issa's cool, but she's a Yankee fan. And then, I left the comments saying, the freaking Mets and the Skankies fucking got postponed. And she got mad at me for saying Skankies because she's a big Yankee fan. Issa, I love you, but, when the Mets and Yankees play, I will not be on your side. So, get ready in late July, when the Mets and Yankees play, when you do your watch-alongs for Dynamite and Rampage, when I'm watching the Mets, and they're beating the shit out of the Yankees, I'm gonna go in your chat, and just like, hey, how about those Yankees? But, I mean it in good fun. I don't disrespect Issa like other guys do. Those fucking simps. Right there, Otaku? Mm-hmm. No disrespect to Otaku, but, But, yeah. Remember when Otaku did that fucking video? Still talking about how women are, he's a womanizer and he's just bashing women, and he brings up Issa and everything. And then I did the video just, burying him. I was like, don't you talk about Issa like that. I didn't even know who Issa was until that video, actually. And then I was like, hey, let me look at her channel. I'm like, holy... she's good looking and all, but way out of my league. Way out of my league. Not that I would, have relations, but I have respect for Issa, so. I'm not like Otaku just wants to, take it to the no pull-out club. But it is what it is. So, big ups to Issa. Check out her channel, the NYC Demon Diva on YouTube. And you can check out on Instagram, OnlyFans, and Twitter. I don't even know if she has a Facebook either, but big ups to Issa and everything. The Puerto Rican princess herself. Yes. She's a Yankee fan. But she's a Ranger fan, so that's a plus in my book. So anyway, Roman gets on the mic, tells the fans to acknowledge me. Which the trolls do to me every single day. They acknowledge the prophecy every single day. Anyway, so after that, Roman talks about his cousins, the Usos. They're going to unify the belts. And then he says, wise man. And then Paul's like, that's my tribal chief? So he's like, tell him why. So Paul gets on the mic and tells the people why the night is so important. That's the biggest night in tag team wrestling, stuff like that. Then he talks about how the Bloodline is amazing, including Roman, who is better than Hogan, Austin, Bruno Sammartino, John Cena. That's a long list. Anyway, what he says, tonight, the Usos are unifying the tag team titles on beating the best team on Raw to become the greatest tag team of all space and time. And then he says, with all due respect to the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika. Well, I don't think that... I think Michael Cole was talking about, like the teams that unify the titles. And he brings up Alpha and Sika. They never unified the titles. I know they had the titles, but I don't think they ever unified it. And Cole's an idiot. He does not know his history. He does not do his homework and research. That guy. I mean, because there's been, I think, 5 or 6 teams that have unified the tag titles. Big Show and Jericho, Big Show and Miz, the Colon brothers, Carlito, and Epico, I think Epico and Primo did it. Triple H and Shawn Michaels. What was that? I'm trying to think of the picture. I think the Hardys did. I forgot. I don't remember the picture on Twitter, but those are mostly the teams that have unified the tag team belts. And that's it. But anyway, we move on from there. And then he says, that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. And then Roman tells the Usos, you better deliver or you're going to be gone from the island. You're not going to be at the head of the table anymore. You're not going to be on the island of relevancy any longer. You're going to be out. So, give me the belts or you're out of here. I'm like, oh boy. So, that's that. So I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on Smackdown. And we'll move on from it. Okay, Lauren says, I've seen it on Twitch. So is it there? Is this on, my video is still on Twitch? I have to check that out. If it's still there, I'll look at it, but for some reason, there's something wrong when I look at it. I don't know. That too. Alright, then we get to our first official match. Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura. In a rematch from last week, which Sami won by countout. Or the week before that, I don't remember, but anyway, it was an okay match, nothing great. They had a filling out process, not like that. Sami gets the better of things, punches away at Shinsuke in the corner. Then a clothesline lets Sami choke away on the ropes, but Shinsuke knocks him off the top rope. Ouch. Yeah, Chase will. Yeah, I like Chase. I'll talk to Chase tomorrow about it, about everything, how to work, how do I use goddamn Twitch? How do I use it? On the phone or on the desktop through StreamYard. I can do it through StreamYard. I've done it before, but it's just a pain in the ass. But anyway, Shinsuke goes to the Kinshasa and missed, and Sami shows him off the top rope out to the floor as we go to break. Ouch. We come back. Shinsuke fights out of a 1925 chin lock. Oh, you're gonna ask him in a whisper. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, do it. Let's do it, like Paul Stanley says. Anyway, so Shinsuke's fighting off a 1925 chin lock, but he comes back and hits a kick to the head. Sami sends him outside. Then he hits a Michinoku driver or Falcon Arrow on the floor. Then he teases winning by countout again, like he beat Nakamura the first time, but Nakamura beats the count at 9.9999995. Then he pulls Sami outside, sends him into the ring post face first. And then Shinsuke tries to win by countout, but Sami beats the count at 9.999. But Sami comes right back in. I think he should have took the countout loss. So Shinsuke loads up the Kinshasa, and he hits it. 1, 2, 3. Shinsuke Nakamura picks up the win over Sami Zayn in a little over 10.5 minutes. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So match wasn't great. They've had better matches, especially in NXT. But I just don't understand why they're having a minuscule feud on SmackDown. And why is Sami Zayn still wearing that goddamn Bloodline shirt? She's not gonna be joining Roman anytime soon. Just wearing it for his goddamn health. Burn it. But I digress. So, I give the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. And, Pat McAfee's like dancing up a storm, everything like that. Alright, my good buddy from the UK, Will Rallysport Rallies here. What's going on, dude? Good morning to you. He says, "Hi, Peter. What's up? That burial of Sasha and Naomi by WWE was a wow moment. Jeez, suspended. Bye-bye titles. You think it's shoot or real?" That's a good question. He says, "Hi to Lauren." Okay, I think it's actually real. I don't think it's a shoot. I doubt it's a shoot. Like the whole thing, everybody's thinking like this whole thing with Sasha and Naomi walking out is a shoot. No, it's not a work. It's not a shoot. It might be a shoot. I don't know. They just walked out. They're just like, we're not gonna do this shit. We're out of here. Our contracts are expiring. We're not gonna re-sign. We're out of here. We don't want to deal with this shit. Vince, if you don't want to recognize us as tag team champions, you want to have Naomi beat me and then lose to Bianca and then put me against Ronda and have me lose again to Ronda, then we don't want to be here anymore. And then Vince McMahon being the dick that he is, because he is a dick and he has those big grapefruits, and I got the grapefruits, Vince and company being complete dicks, and Nick Khan as well. Nick Khan, Shao Kahn man. We don't call him Nick Khan anymore, we call him Nick Shao Kahn. It's fucking stupid. What they did tonight, I thought was really, really, really petty. To have Michael Cole go on the air, they talk about it, because you know they were going to talk about it eventually. They talk about it, and Michael Cole's just ripping Sasha and Naomi to bits. They disappointed the fans, they disappointed the WWE superstars. Who came to bat for them? Morons. No, but I know Sasha has no support, but most of the people in the back were like, yeah, say it up to the man, Sasha. Then you got guys like CM Punk praising Sasha and Naomi, all the wrestlers that are not even in WWE praising Sasha and Naomi for sticking it to Vince McMahon. But what they did was fucking petty, suspending them. But the suspension, I think, was storyline based suspension, and then stripping them of the titles, and then doing a future tournament. That might have been the real thing. I don't know. It's just WWE being the petty bitches that they are. But it is what it is, and that's it. If you're asking me if it's a shoot or a... Sorry. Sorry, my head is pounding right now. If it's a shoot or a reel... I don't know. And with Sasha and Naomi, I think it's real. With the suspension, I think it's a shoot. That's what I think. But I don't know. That's a hard question to answer. But it is what it is. Alright, got my good buddy from Mexico, Alejandro Katza. What's going on, dude? So with the indefinite suspension of Sasha and Naomi, it almost sounds like, what is their dismissal? I think it's just punishment. It's like, oh, you want to walk out on us? Well, we're going to suspend you, storyline suspend you, and definitely we're going to take the tag straps off you, and then we're going to have a stupid tournament. Here's an idea. Why didn't you even bring it up? Or just say, oh, Sasha and Naomi got injured or something like that. Then you're going to cover for yourself, not make yourselves look like idiots on national TV. But that's what WWE does. They be stupid. Too stupid, as Grimm's Toy Show says. Nick Khan, you're too stupid. Vince McMahon, too stupid. Bruce Pritchard, too stupid. John Laurinaitis. John Laurinaitis. Too stupid. People power. And Kevin Dunn. Too stupid. 4 idiots. Talk about the 4 horsemen of the, of wrestling. Those guys are the 4 horsemen of stupidity. And 3 out of the 4 should be gone. Take a wild guess who the 3 of them are. And the 4th one, you know who you have to keep. If you say John Laurinaitis, I'm gonna smack you. Or either one of them. I'll smack you. But it is what it is. No, I'm not. That'll be nice. But it is what it is. Let's see here. Okay, Will Rowley says, sorry, sick of booking creative. WWE has always been, since near the end of the Ruthless Aggression era, going into the PG era, their booking has been so fucking bad. Because they got idiots in booking and creative. And in writing, too, if you think about it. They have nobodies there. It's basically Bruce Pritchard writing Raw and SmackDown. Now he gets input from John Laurinaitis, most likely. He gets input from Kevin Dunn. Probably gets input from Nick Shao Kahn. And then Vince just looks at it nope, can't do that. Okay, we'll keep that. Okay, we'll keep the 24/7 title stuff. Why? Because I like it, and I like R-Truth sucking my cock. My grapefruits. And I'll just have a stupid women's match. And let's see here. Nah, don't like that. Nah, don't like that. Damn it! We gotta rewrite the script 5 minutes before the show. The booking team is garbage. It needs to go. The creative team, which is uncreative about being creative, they need to go. Kevin Dunn needs to get fired. Bruce Pritchard needs to fucking retire and get fired. And John Laurinaitis needs to get the fuck out of wrestling. Fire him again. And don't bring him back. Don't bring any of them back. Get them all out. Let let Laurinaitis go back home to wherever the fuck he lives. Probably, where does he live, in Tampa? I don't give a shit where he lives. Go back to his mansion and bang the fucking Bella's mother again. Get the fuck out of here, Big Johnny. Why don't you show the Bella's mom you're Big Johnny? I mean, really, what does the Bella Slut's mother see in Big Johnny? Really?
Oh, Johnny, show me your people power.
Big John's like, I'll show you my people power. Big Johnny, baby, here it comes. God forbid the Bella Slut's mom has another couple kids that grow up to be sluts like the Bella Sluts are. No, I just gave him an idea. Damn it! Oh, speaking of this tournament, I put on Twitter, guess who's coming? I was like, bet you nothing the Bella Sluts come back for this tournament and win this tournament. I bet you nothing. And nobody's gonna care. Okay. Paul says hi to Rally. Alright, Alejandro Classa says, now I got this headache. Probably after I read this comment, I'm gonna take a, I gotta I don't want to throw up. I might have to throw up soon. Because of this stupid fucking thing with Sasha and Naomi. So I'm gonna take a second to take an aspirin. And I'll be back in a second. But let me read this comment. If so, it is a 50-50 because WWE would lose 2 talents from recent years, but at the same time it would win by, say, firing 2 people with a very high ego and who can have a better environment. Excuse me. Then Alejandro Classa says, backstage maybe it would be the best for business. Like people said, they don't really need Sasha. If Sasha goes, they'll still be okay. It's like if Roman leaves, I think WWE would be okay. Remember when Hogan was so big in the 80s and the early 90s, and then he left to go to WCW, and then Savage left, and Nash and Hall left. WWE was still wasn't great. They were belt a guy, but they were doing okay, and then they had to get like guys like Stone Cold and Triple H and HBK to basically save them from basically either falling under, or I don't know what would happen if there was no Attitude Era. Just WCW would just probably just wipe them out off the face of the earth. But, you know, it is what it is. But they don't need Sasha to stay in business. You know, they don't need Roman. Really, they kind of do need Roman to stay in business, because Roman leaves, you know, they'll still be okay, but their ratings will be just in the toilet. Why do you think Cena's coming back? Ratings. God forbid he comes back and wins the title for the 17th time to break Flair's record. Because you know what's going to happen. It's not going to be him, or it's going to be Charlotte. And they're going to bring back Charlotte really early, because now that Sasha and Naomi are gone, they need somebody on Smackdown. They need two people really on Smackdown. I don't know who can replace them. Alright, it is what it is. Alright, we'll continue on from there. Let's see here. Okay. Rowley says, well done to both of them for standing up for what they believe in. Very brave of them. Last person to do that was Stone Cold back in 2002. Even though people, The Rock said he took his ball and went home. Which he didn't. Because Stone Cold didn't like the direction the WWE is even going in. Said he's not losing to Brock Lesnar, that's why. And bye-bye, he went home. Took his ball. I don't blame Stone Cold for leaving. I don't blame him. Even though WWE was fine without Stone Cold, too. Alright. Alejandro Klotza says, that they were suspended indefinitely sounds like what we are waiting for Vince's approval to fire them later. Well, they did say they're not going to fire them, so... It's like, oh, we won't fire them just yet. We're just going to suspend them indefinitely. Just let their contracts run out and let them go to AEW or Impact. Alright. As for the Bloodline, we may be seeing the new generation of part-timer Lesnar, but perhaps in group form. That makes no sense. Why would Brock Lesnar join a group? What group would he join? So I don't get that at all there, Alejandro. I don't get that at all. But I do see Brock possibly coming back, but I don't know when. Anyway, Rowley says, Bruce Pritchard, Vince, Kevin Dunn, Johnny Ace Laurinaitis, Nick Khan should be in the list too, Peter. I just said that. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the Fatal 5. Why did I say 4 horsemen? The Fatal 5. Well, 4 out of the 5 should be gone. And you know the one to keep. And when you say John Laurinaitis, I'm gonna smack you. Okay. I'm finished. I'll finish these comments, and I'm gonna take a quick break. Anyway, Alejandro Costas says, how is everyone? I am still surprised that the Orioles will beat the Rays. I am not surprised by the loss of my Marlins against Atlanta. Well, with the Marlins and Atlanta, that's going to cancel each other out. Because they're so far back of the Mets, who were postponed today, so they gained a half game and they lost a half game. What's the big deal? So the Phillies were losing to the Dodgers. I think they lost today. I hope they did. So that Met lead is gonna grow by this weekend, hopefully. Which whoever, it doesn't matter. If the Marlins get swept, don't matter. The Braves get swept, doesn't really matter. If the Mets win both games of the doubleheader tomorrow, if they even play tomorrow, because it's supposed to snow in Denver, or they play 2 on Sunday. If they split the doubleheader, doesn't really matter this weekend what the Phillies do and what the Marlins and the JD's Braves do. Nobody cares. The Mets are still going to be in first place. Even with a depleted freaking team. Scherzer's gone for 6 to 8 weeks with his oblique. McGill's coming back probably about a week or so. Even though he's supposed to come back, he's supposed to come off the DL on the 27th. But he'll be doing some rehab starts after Memorial Day. So probably won't be coming back until that's when the Mets go on the road again for that big West Coast trip in LA, San Diego, and Anaheim. So McGill will come back. Bassett's kind of up and down, but he's doing okay. Carrasco, I don't know what's going on with him. I think he's reverting back to his old form. Walker is like, forget it. He's garbage. And they kind of have Trevor Williams pitch game 2 tomorrow if they do play. Excuse me. And Williams had a great game the other day. But, I mean, he's so inconsistent. So, you know, I think the Mets will be okay. When McGill comes back, I think they'll be okay. But that 10-game stretch in the beginning of June with the Dodgers, the Padres, and then the Anaheim Angels, then they got Milwaukee after that. That's really 13 games. The first 13 games in June, minus the Washington game on June 1st. Those 13 games are really going to show if the Mets can, you know, the Mets can hold on and put that pedal to the metal going into the All-Star break. And hopefully keep it on the accelerator through the All-Star break. Because we don't know if DeGrom's coming back this year. They say the All-Star break. I don't believe that. Scherzer probably coming back by maybe close to the All-Star break, but I would just extend that because he's going to do some rehab games most likely. So he's coming back after the All-Star break. So I think the Mets can, if the Mets stay status quo and no big injuries to like Alonso or Lindor or Marte or something, guys like that, like Nimmo or McNeil, they stand pat, play about, I would say, 500 ball through June, because June's a little not really that great. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad for the Mets in recent years. But they can stand pat going into the beginning of July and staying status quo through by the All-Star break. I think they'll be okay when Scherzer comes back, McGill comes back healthier, and then Bassett starts pitching a little bit better. Then you worry about Walker. And then Carrasco, maybe they make a deal. I mean, they talk about they're getting a couple more pitchers to come in. I saw something. I forgot what the pitchers they were talking about today. I got to watch that video again. They may make a deal at the trade deadline. They're thinking about Juan Soto. As much as I want him, who do you give up? Because you know that he's going to be if you get Juan Soto, it's going to be an arm and a leg. For what the Phillies or the Nationals, I think he plays for the Nationals will give up for him, I think, or the Phillies or whatever team he plays for. They're going to want an arm and a leg. You know they're going to want Alvarez. That's not happening. They probably would. The Mets will probably give up Mauricio, Mark Vientos, Mauricio, Vientos, and I don't know who else. I think, well, the big two is Vientos and Mauricio, because they're not going to get rid of Alvarez. He's just, I think he's untouchable. Brett Beatty's I think untouchable too, and maybe a couple other guys in the minors. But those two guys definitely probably get rid of to get Soto. And then maybe you're throwing a guy like J.D. Davis, or you're throwing Dom Smith. I hate to get rid of Dom Smith, but, you know, he's struggling. He's just not doing good. And he wants to play every day. So, I don't know. But, I mean, I think the Mets would be okay. I think that we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Unless they just have a really bad road trip coming up in June. I think they could take 2 or 3 from the Rockies, then go to San Fran. Might be a tough series. They could take 2 or 3 from the Giants. I think they'll be okay going into the end of the month. They got the Phillies at home. And then the Nationals, who are always pesky, but that 13 games in June, I think is really going to show who the Mets are this year. They're going to be contenders, or they're going to be at the same old Mets that we all know and love. But we'll see. As far as the Orioles go, fuck them. Can't even beat the freaking Yankees. I just hope Tampa Bay starts waking up and starts going on a hot streak. And when they play the Yankees, they whip the crap out of them. So I think the Yankees they're red hot right now, but I think they're going to fade. I have a feeling that something's going to happen. The Yankees are going to be red hot and then go for a little bit. But we'll see. I bet they both come back to regain their titles between now and SummerSlam. I doubt that. You never know, but I doubt it. I think Sasha's just had enough. Or it's just Sasha being Sasha, you know. She'll just take the time off. She'll like, I'm not going to be on TV anymore. I'm suspended indefinitely. But then we'll hear like, oh, she went back to Vince, starting to Vince again. Probably same thing with Naomi. I'm sorry. I want to be the Bloodline. And then something like Roman or Jimmy Uso will talk to Vince and like kiss his ass too. It's like, can you please bring back Naomi? Excuse me. If it happens, then you're right. But personally, I think it's not going to happen. I think by SummerSlam, by July or August or whenever Sasha and Naomi's contracts end, they're gone. And if Vince wants to bring them back, that's up to him. Well, that's not really up to him. That's really up to Sasha and Naomi, who we haven't heard their side of the story yet. Booker T wants to hear from them. He's like, hey, we don't even know the other side of the story. So when Sasha and Naomi actually come out and say something, because from what I heard, I think their social media accounts are gone. They took them down, I think, on Facebook, I think. I don't know about Twitter. I think Twitter's still around. I think they're still around on Twitter and Instagram. But if they took them down, you know what that means? They want nothing to do with WWE. Well, that's WWE's loss. It is what it is. Alright, Real Rally Sport. Rally says, how much power I got? Oh, I got enough. We're good. We're good. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. Real Rally Sport. Rally says, Sasha could easily just do a movie. She doesn't need WWE. She don't need Kennedy. No. Naomi will go back to WWE. Apparently like her and have no problem with Naomi. I wonder why. I don't know what you just said there. I don't know what you said. Family, Rock, Roman, Usos, all connected. Oh, the annoy. You spelled it wrong, but it's fine. Now I know what you meant. Yeah, Sasha doesn't need WWE. She's gonna go to Hollywood, do some movies. I don't think she's gonna do anything with the Star Wars franchise. I don't know, because they got that Obi-Wan. I don't know if it's out, but they got that Obi-Wan Kenobi story thing coming out. I don't know if Mandalorian season 3 is gonna happen. I heard stories about maybe it might happen. So she could do that for a little bit, and then I don't know what's out. Maybe she should do other movies, and maybe come back to wrestling. If it's not Impact, or it's AEW, or she goes to MLW. Well, not MLW. I'm sorry. Goes to WOW, Women of Wrestling. With AJ Lee there, even though she doesn't wrestle. She's ripped like a freaking like a truck. If AJ Lee looks like that, I think she's coming back to wrestling. And please, for the love of God, Tony Khan, wake up and sign her. It is what it is. But yeah, then Sasha could go to Japan and go and be with Kyrie and hang out in Stardom. As far as Naomi, I think Naomi might be the one to come back. I just don't think she's gonna be like, I'm gonna go with Sasha. I'm gonna go to Impact. I'm gonna go to AEW. I mean, let's be honest. What would Tony Khan do with Naomi? relegate her to dark and elevation. As far as Sasha goes, she can bolster that division, and I'd love to see dream matches like with Sasha versus Britt Baker, like Lauren told me earlier, on my rant video, my comment section. She was like, Sasha versus Britt Baker. I would love to see that. So I would love to see Sasha versus Deonna Purrazzo, Sasha versus Mia Yim, Sasha versus Jordan Grace, Sasha versus Rosemary. You know, Rosemary will fuck her up. Because we know why. Because she's my demon assassin bride. She'd fuck up anybody. But, yeah, Sasha versus Tasha Steelz, I think it'll be a great feud. Because they're both Puerto Rican. I would love to see that. The Battle of Puerto Rico. Sasha Banks versus Tasha Steelz for the Knockouts title. Sasha versus Chelsea Green. Maybe. Yeah, put Sasha in that Impact Women's Division. I think it'll be great. Sasha versus Taya Valkyrie, I think would be awesome. Yes, Mike. Yeah, I know, you're awesome. I know! Why do you keep saying that? You know I'm awesome. I know. Is Prince here? No, he's not here. I think he's scared of me, Gilmore. I don't know. I don't know. He's having some problems in his personal life that I can't really talk about. No way, Gilmore. He's scared of me. He's scared I'm gonna put him through a flaming table next week. Well, I will talk to him and see if he still wants to do this match with you. He has to come on the show to actually, let me know if he still wants to fight you. But I will say, if he chickens out, man, that's. I have no respect for the Prince. If you're watching, or if Lauren sends you the video, if you chicken out on a fight with Mike Awesome, I'm gonna be very upset. And I think Mike will too. Right, Mike? Yeah, he chickens out. I'm gonna go find him in Houston or wherever he lives. I'm gonna go inside his house and I'm gonna powerbomb him through his fucking table. Okay, Mike, you do that. You do that, Mike. But for now, hold off. Let me see what happens over the weekend and early next week. By Wednesday night, I'll let you know what happens with that match. Okay, Gilmore, you have a good show. How are you feeling? I feel like shit. That sucks. Because you're awesome, Gilmore. You can't get sick. COVID can't beat you. I kicked COVID's ass 4 times already. But I feel like shit right now. But I do this for my fans, you understand? My fans. Your fans are cool. The Prophecy's #1. Why didn't you, by the way, Gilmore, why didn't you put me in the Prophecy? I thought I did. You want to be in? Are you inviting me, Gilmore? You want me in? Do you want, guys, do you want Mike Awesome to be in the Prophecy? Can we have a meeting? I think we have to have a meeting between Lauren and Nick, and, well, especially Nick, because that's your boy there, Mike. So, we have to have a meeting to see if Mike Awesome will join the Prophecy. So, I'll let you know. I'll talk to Lauren and Prince tomorrow and say, hey, can we have Mike in? Because he's itching. What do you mean I'm itching? I should be in the Prophecy from day 1. I'm awesome. Okay. I mean, I'm the leader, but I have to run it through my other members, Mike. I just can't put you in like I put other people in. So I actually asked them, though, but it is what it is. But yeah, Mike, if I can get you in, you're in, dude. Yeah. Okay, Gilmore, you let me know. Okay. But Mike, if you're in, gotta respect the rules, okay? Okay. If the trolls mess with me, I'll call you and you can come over you go over to that, wherever they live, and you can put them through a freaking table. That's right, trolls. You mess with Gilmore, I'm gonna put you through a flaming table. I don't care how old you are. I'll put you through a flaming table. Because I'm awesome. Okay, Mike. Alright, I gotta go because I have a humongous headache. So I'll talk to you later. Okay, Gilmore, you have a good show. You wanna say goodbye to Nick? He's not here, but he's in spirit. I'm gonna say bye to Lauren. Everybody kind of left right now because everybody's going to sleep. So, anyway. Good night, Mike. Right. Bye. Bye, Gilmore. You have a great show. Bye, fans. Bye. Bye. Bye, Nick. You stupid bastard. Hey, you be nice to Nick. Bye, Lauren. Okay. Get out of here. It is what it is. Hold on a second. And we move on from them. Alright, where are we? I don't know where we are. I think we're alone now. Alright, here we go. Alright, going back to Alejandro's comment, both will get the titles back between now and SummerSlam, possibly, but I don't see it. I don't see it happening. But you never know in the wacky world of wrestling. Alright, Real Rowdy Sport Rowdy says Sasha could easily just... Oh, I already talked about that. Sorry. Yeah, Sasha's probably going to do Hollywood, and then maybe if she sticks with wrestling, she'll probably go to AEW, Impact, WOW, or Japan. But we'll have to see in the next couple months. Lauren's back. It says, Sasha don't have backstage support. Trinity does. Yeah, that's true. Trinity is loved backstage. Sasha, nobody likes. Because Sasha's, they're saying Sasha's a diva. Well, she is a diva. She looks good, too. But I don't think, like, she's a mark, like Brian Alvarez says, that fucking idiot. But, Sasha's being Sasha, but she stood up for herself, so you gotta respect that. Alright, anyway. Alright, Real Rowdy Sports says, Q, Lauren. Then Lauren says, he's saying a work. Well, I'm not saying it's a work. I'm saying it's not a work. It's not a shwork either. It's just real life shit. Sasha didn't like what Sasha and Naomi we don't like what's going on here. We're out of here. So for Sasha, the contracts are going to be up in a couple months. So I would think they're going to renew Naomi's contract. I think Naomi will come back, like I said, but Sasha, we'll have to see. I think we're going to wait. We have to wait till whenever Sasha and Naomi come out of the clouds and say, hey, this is our story. But when will it be? I don't know. That's it. All right, final comment, and then I'm going to take a quick minute break. All right, Lauren says, Johnny Ace, jackass with talent relations. That's true. People power, jackass. Okay. All right, I'm going to step out for a second. I will be right back. So, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Right back. Building? No. Not Mr. Building. No. But yeah, my head is pounding, so... just had to whip my hair, just had to cool myself down. But yeah, we're gonna end up pretty soon, and then I'm going to take an section number 65, well 55, I mean, and then yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna enjoy the weekend because I got nothing to do besides yard work tomorrow. And even though it's gonna be hot as fuck, so I'm probably gonna be I'm gonna be a mess this weekend with the weather in my head, and I'm a mess. And yeah, the summer's coming. It is what it is. But we're back. Did you miss me? I missed you. No, I didn't. Alright. So we got that. Alright. So chat room's still open if you guys want to talk to me for the next few minutes. I'm not gonna go that long. And that's it. Alright, let's get back to Smackdown and where we left off. With Shinsuke Nakamura beating Sami Zayn with the Kinshasa. So like I said, I gave that match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Lauren says, hope my Padres wake up. I guess you're like, oh yeah, you're from California, of course. Well, when they play the Mets, I hope they get swept. Nah, I think it'll be a good series with Machado and Fernando Tatis Jr. that prima donna that he is. I think he's hurt, isn't he? I don't know. I've been really invested in the Padres lately. And that's pretty much it. Let's move on. All right, now we get a video on the Usos and their rich history with winning the tag team belts. Old school stuff and new school stuff, too. That was nice. You'll get the same thing for RK Pro later. Alright. Then we get to our next segment. It's time for a crappy talk with crappy, slappy, nobody gives a fuck about you, Corbin. He's in the ring. Well, you see him on the outside standing next to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Trophy. But then Corbin gets in the ring. He says, I've never been happier. Then we see a clip of him using the trophy to pulverize Madcap Moss's neck last week. Oof, that was brutal. Then Corbin talks about being sick of Moss, and he's like, "Who's laughing now? Ha ha ha! I've been the butt of your crappy jokes." And he's like, you don't disrespect your boss or something like that. Then he brings up Wagyu beef and everything. It's like, you want to eat with me? Well, you're gonna have to, Then he brings up like the nurse is gonna cut your meat and then eat it and then feed it to you. I'm like, ugh, that's nasty. But yeah, that's it. And then Corbin goes to the outside and does the most despicable thing in history. No, he didn't pull down his pants and flash his cock in front of Michael Cole. That would be nasty. He takes the Andre the Giant trophy, picks it up, and he just slams it. Just slams it on the ring steps, and it just disintegrates. And Michael Cole's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And this is... And freaking Pat McAfee's like, "I can't believe he did that." And then he's like, that has to be the most savage thing of stupidity or something. I forgot what he said, to be honest with you. But freaking Cole and McAfee were just pissed. It's like, I can't believe he just disgraced Andre the Giant. And also, Michael Cole, really, do you do your homework? Michael Cole said that every winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Trophy, they said that their careers have skyrocketed or something like that. And I'm like, whose career skyrocketed from this? Whose career got better from this? Nobody. Cesaro? Pfft, no. Jimmy Uso? Not really that much. He won it and then really... Not Jimmy J. Uso, I should say. He won it because why? He was with the Usos he was with the Bloodline at the time. Blah 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 blah. Who else won it? What's his name? Baron Corbin. Where did his career go? Down the toilet after that. Mojo Rawley won it. His career went nowhere. Who else won that thing? Well, Madcap Moss, where they're kind of starting with it, but I don't know what's going to happen with him. His career's probably going to go down the toilet too. But what he did, I don't know if it was shoot or his story. It was shoot or storyline. Oy. They really set off Cole. Like, I can't believe he just disrespected Andre the Giant. Well, everybody cried. They shit like going back and forth with the crowd, But anyway, fuck you, Baron Corbin. But it is what it is. All right, Lauren says, "Wow." Yeah, it was kind of shocking. Then he goes, You mean what? What do I mean? I don't know. Then she says, nada. Yeah, everybody who's won that trophy has basically gone nowhere. Besides Jey Uso, that's it. Alright, so we move on from that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we gotta look back at Walter, not Gunther. Walter chopping the living bejesus out of Drew Gulak last week after he was talking to Ricochet. So, for his punishment, after he got that, we get this ridiculous 64-second match. So we had Walter with his good buddy Marcel Barthel, because I can't call him Ludwig Kaiser, the illegitimate son of Von Kaiser. So anyway, Walter comes out and beats Drew Gulak in 64 seconds. Thank you, come again. And that's it. Match I gave a dud. Sad to say for a Walter match. But it is what it is. That's that. Afterwards, Gunther puts on the Boston Crab. And then Marcel Barthel comes in and starts mocking like, I hope it hurts, I hope it hurts. And then out of nowhere, Ricochet comes out for the save. And I'm like, this could get interesting. Ricochet versus Walter, and you know who's going to win that. So I'm like, please, for the love of all that is holy, give Walter the Intercontinental title and never let him lose it. You want to bring credibility back to the Intercontinental title? You give it to Walter for a year. I mean, who's going to beat Walter, really, on that roster? Give him the belt. Let him hold it for a year and a half or 2 years. Who knows? But yeah, let him beat Ricochet. Put Ricochet out of his misery. Release that dumb up the guy that puts his thumb up his ass. Get him out of there. Let him go to AEW. Go to Impact. I don't give a shit where he goes. Get him out of there. Take Gulak with you. And let him just be like a monster in the non-existent Intercontinental title division. Let him hold it for a goddamn year. Not even a year, 2 years. Let him be the Roman Reigns of the Intercontinental title division. Alright, it is what it is. And we move on. Alright, then we get to the segment that I still don't get. We go to Adam Pearce in the Authority's office, and he's talking to our good buddy, Eli. Oh, we can't say his name like that anymore, because it's not Eli Drake or L.A. Knight. His new name now is Max Dupree. And he's the head of the hottest male modeling agency. Okay. And I was like, Adam Pearce like, I didn't know you were coming to my office, but okay, why are you here? So apparently he's been signed by Sonya Deville. I guess before she got fired, she signed Eli. Very awkward segment, very awkward. And Pierce can't even say his name, Max Dupree. And I'm thinking, hey, where's Rene Dupree, his cousin? I'm thinking, first of all, I'm pissed off with the name change. I mean, why would you do that? Oh, I guess you couldn't change him back to Eli Drake because of Impact reasons. Oh, Scott D'Amore would be like, can't do that. We're gonna sue you, Vince, for gimmick infringement. For copyright. And Vince's like, I don't care. I'm like, I'll give you $50,000. You need it with your 75,000 viewers last night on Impact. But really, Max Dupree? Whoever thought of that should be fucking shot. If it's Eli who thought of that, I'm gonna be pissed. Max Dupree. Next thing you know, they'll probably call up Rene Dupree. He's like, hey, I'm his cousin. But that'll make no sense actually, because Rene Dupree is French, and Max Dupree, Eli, he's not. We'll have to do a fake French accent. It's like, oh la la, this is my cousin Rene Dupree. Apparently, I'm reading something on Ringside News that WWE invented this name last year, just they never used it. Now it's like, oh, okay. So I gave that 1 out of 5 stars. I thought it was freaking awkward and dumb. And all I gotta say to that is, dummy, yeah. Yeah. Let me talk to you. I think that's dumb. I say dummy. Dummy, yeah. That's it. Okay, Ruby versus Sasha. Yeah, that could be good too in AEW. Hey, Lawrence says, leave Prince alone. It's his birthday weekend. Well, happy birthday to Prince. I forgot it's his birthday.
I'm sorry, Prince.
I'm sorry. Lawrence says, I thought he was in. What were we talking about? Who was in? I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I have a headache. It's late. I'm sorry. Let me move on. Alright, let me see the video about the RK Bro. Not the RK Bro. What am I, Bret Hart? The RK Bro. I was like, I'll see you at the SummerSlam. So anyway, we see a video about RK Bro getting ready to beat the Usos. I hope not. But anyway, after that, we go to the back, where we have Kayla Braxton looking hot. She's with Shotzi Blackheart and Aaliyah, who are arguing about not being able to make it out of the ring. I thought I heard something from the wrestling cat. Make it out of the ring to face Ronda Rousey. Sorry, hold on 1 second. Yeah. So Shotzi and Aaliyah are arguing about not being able to make it out to the ring to face Ronda last week because Raquel Gonzalez took their spot. So then, who comes in? Raquel Rodriguez comes in to say, "Hey, how's it going, guys?" And Aaliyah's like,
Hi, how you doing?
although Shotzi starts yelling at her, says, "You big nobody." You know she was about to curse. And then, that's that. And then, she finishes off, Shotzi finishes off, says, well, I'm gonna beat you in that ring, you absurd Amazon. Okay. So we get that, and I give that 2 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the ring, we get Raquel Rodriguez taking on Shotzi. Oh, the burial of Shotzi Blackheart. I think they're gonna release her. Sad. It's just sad. When she was so good in NXT, winning the tag team belts with Ember Moon. Welcome to the ball pit. Pretty much now, welcome to catering. And then pretty soon, welcome to Released. Welcome to the unemployment line. So anyway, basically another squash match for Raquel. She wins with a Chincana bomb in almost 3 minutes. That's it. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars, and we'll move on. All right. After that, we see Xavier Woods. He's not happy with Butch beating Kofi last week. He says Kofi's on New Day business this week, so Butch can see him all alone. You think? That's not gonna happen. So. Anyway, then we hear from Sheamus, who tells Butch to go take care of Xavier. So that's that. Then we get to Butch versus Xavier Woods 3. This is their 11th match together between Sheamus, Rick Holland, and Butch, and Xavier Woods and Kofi. 11 matches. In a span of what? How long does this feud last? 2-3 months now? Can we get over it already? Can we let them do something else before, This is pathetic. This match was pathetic. It's garbage. I mean, Butch came up by himself. Pete Dunne came up by himself. They didn't really have a great match. Woods was getting beat up for most of the match. He comes back with the honor roll for a near fall. Butch kicks him right in the head. Then that gets broken up. Woods then pins and wins the match with backwoods, that stupid roll-up cradle pin. 1, 2, 3, he has to win a match I gave a dud. Sorry for a Pete Dunne match. So he gets the win, match I didn't give 2 shits about. afterwards, Woods goes up the ramp and he's like going like this, posing, and then Sheamus and Ridge Holland come out with their sticks, and then Pete Dunne comes from behind, beats him up, and then they beat him down 3-on-1. Oh, like nobody gives two shits, and that's it. Then we move on. All right, after that we get a video on RK Bro again. Then we go to the back with Megan and more on with Xavier, who says, "This ends next week because I have a partner to face the brutes." Yeah, who? Kofi? Probably. I mean, who? Who? It ain't Big E. I mean, who else are gonna get? If Kofi's on New Day business, I mean, who's gonna be his partner that's on that roster? I don't care. Oh, that's it. Alright, then we get to my rant of the night. Like I said, Michael Cole talks about Sasha Banks and Naomi letting us all down, fed by Vince. Cole explains the walkout. Now the titles are vacant. Naomi and Sasha are now suspended indefinitely, and a future tournament is happening. Why are they doing a tournament? The titles are irrelevant. They're hardly defended. Why have them? Makes no freaking sense. This company is fucked up. Ugh. But anyway, if you want to hear more of my rant, go to my PG Rants channel. Link to the channel is down below, and the link to the video will be down below. Probably by tomorrow. I'm not gonna edit it up later. I'm too tired to edit tonight. It's 2:36 in the morning. I'm about to pass out and puke again, but it is what it is. And that's that. So I gave that part of the segment 2 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to your main event, and we had about 25 somewhat minutes left, so they gave him a lot of time for this match, which I like, but the match didn't go that long, with the stupid commercial breaks. So anyway, so we got the winner-take-all match for the unified tag team titles. RK Bro and the Usos. Paul Heyman comes out on commentary, and him and freaking Pat McAfee were going back and forth. Holy crap. So yeah, this is where Cole said the Usos are trying to do what the Wild Samoans never did, unify the tag team titles. Which they never did, Cole, because there's only one set of titles back in the day. You idiot. So, it was a pretty damn good match. Back and forth match. Orton comes in on a hot tag, starts cleaning house. Here's the RKO on Jimmy. Goes for the cover. Jay makes the save as he pulls Jimmy over for the tag. Orton gets kicked into the corner, tags in Riddle, who suplexes both Usos. Then he goes for the Super Gilmore Cutter. It gets loaded up, but Roman Reigns comes out, grabs Riddle, obviously behind the referee's back. Jaden shoves Riddle off the top rope into a Superfly Splash. 1, 2, 3. We have new unified tag team champions in the Usos. So my prediction was right all along. The Usos were going to be the ones to unify the tag team belts. So now the Bloodline has all the gold except for the Intercontinental title and the US title. And that 24/7 title, which they really should never don't have. And the NXT title. But mainly the big titles on the main roster. So it was a pretty damn good match. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Time of the match 11:35. And that's with the extracurricular activities and the commercial break. That's it. Alright, so that's that. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Usos are your unified tag team champions. And they continue on. They're right now 306 days now as tag team champions. Roman is at, what was this, 626 days, I think, as champion? Holy crap. Damn, combined, they're almost at 1,000 days as champions. Holy crap, 2.5 years. Which is the I think Cole's right. The best faction in WWE today. Well, not today, of all time, I should say. Anyway, after the match, the big beatdown is on. Riddle gets choked out by Roman on the floor. Then he puts him on the announce table. Did not put Michael Cole on the table. Then anyway, I think Jay goes up top, hits a superfly splash through the announcer's table, destroying Riddle. Then we got a whole bunch of cut shots by Kevin Dunn. We see a little boy crying. It's like, why are they doing this, Daddy? It's all part of the storyline, son. Just sit there and be happy. That was kind of funny. You know, it kind of reminded me when the Miz beat Orton, and then we see Miz Girl there, you know, that stuff. And then we see various fans like, oh, you didn't think it was going to happen, fans? You fucking marks. But I understand it to their displeasure, if you will, to a T, because I thought there was gonna be a disqualification. Then we saw the unified tag team titles at Hell in a Cell, inside Hell in a Cell. I guess that ain't happening unless there's something next Friday or next Monday or Friday we find out about. But like maybe RK Bro gets a tag team title shot against the Usos for the unified tag team titles inside Hell in a Cell. They're like, well, what does Roman do now? They said that Roman was going to have a match maybe at the pay-per-view, but against who? I was thinking they were going to start a program with him and Riddle and then Orton at back-to-back pay-per-views. So, I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. And then afterwards, Roman chokes out Randy Orton. Then the Bloodline get in the ring with Paul, and they hold up all the gold. And that's pretty much it. So it looks like we're going to get Riddle versus Roman at Hell in a Cell. I assume Randy will be there, but in his corner. And then the Usos will probably be in Roman's corner. I don't know. Because it would make no sense to not have Randy in a match on the pay-per-view. Not that he needs to be there, but it is what it is. And that's pretty much it for SmackDown. So like I said, 3.5 out of 5 stars for the unified tag team title match. And the Bloodline are the greatest thing since sliced bread. But they'll never beat the Prophecy. Sorry, Roman. But anyway, that's pretty much it. So my final rating for SmackDown, also 6.5 out of 10 stars. So both shows are pretty damn decent tonight. Even though SmackDown started off good with the Roman segment, then kind of fell flat, and then the Unified Tag Team match had to basically save the show with the announcement of Sasha and Naomi getting suspended and all that shit. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so that ends the video. Thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Thank you to Lauren, Wheels Rider Sport Rally, and Alejandro Clatzo for coming in. And that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. I bid you adieu, and peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your co-cute. And if you're not down with that, well, me, Lauren, and everybody else in the Prophecy, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! And until next time, have a great weekend, everybody. Stay warm and stay hydrated if you're in the Northeast or wherever you may be. It's going to be a hot one this weekend. So, until I see you again, Peter Gilmore signing off. Until next time, peace.